where's it toned down? See, I need to make this so I can see it. Oh, that's toned. I'm having a bad trip. Perfect. From which? Oh no, I should have never took that peanut butter. Pin must have slipped. Oh, farmer. Much back to go to the bathroom in a minute. Which one is it? Wait a minute, what planet is this? Oh. We sank my asteroid. In the passing lane. around me is out of tune, except this guitar. Manic frustration's a sweet sounding myth. Some people say I don't know how to dress. That's right. Talk about me like a dog, but I'm really a cat. Meow, meow. Frustration's a sweet sounding myth. Woman so willing, your free cause it's vain. Make love love. You say you break love, but I said it's all to you the same. Music, sweet music, I wish I could caress and express all my tenderness. Many frustrations making this song. I know it's wrong, I just don't know how to afford it. Let's go get a job. What man is like Job? I drink it up scorning like water. That's what I meant to do. I forgot that. Make this sound worse. Oh yes, baby. And then put it. More repeats, definitely. Need a sound guy to operate this pedal. Pick cord. Well, I haven't said to my heart this day. In light of truth, I will never do the sound of soul from yesterday. I will not be afraid. Boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, 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 bap. I gotta say it's good to feel to be with you, my brother's ray. What's good for you? It's good for me. Yeah. Sometimes I'm blind, Lord, or some to see.
Bravo, Mikey. Bravo, Mikey.
I'm so shy around you, like the world's greatest bazooka player. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Turn all red and I lose my breath. I'm like a stepped on flower.
Bravo, Mikey. Bravo.
Oh, you left this world. I know you're still around. Could you help me, sister, find love in this song? I'm still trying to lift my finger up off the board. I got that training wheels on. There's a bunch of comments. I'm afraid to look. Wait a minute. I need the big magnifying glass. Because I can't see the comments once I turn it off. For some reason. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Let's see. Oh, there he goes. All right. You're so good. Takes one to know one. Thank you, Shylin. Hi. Good afternoon, Mr. Lee. I really enjoyed your video. Thanks, Jake. This guy's back on here saying that I'm his father again. This Chris Helmrich doppelganger.
Did you say that?
Yeah, he wrote 3 comments. He wrote, "Love you, Papa."
It's a good thing.
He's not my son.
How do you know?
If he's my son, I had a child at like 3. He's older than me. That's how. Anyway, sorry for yelling. And I just had to read my comments. All right, I'm done. Put a fork in it. And cancel. That was good, Nico. You liked it?
Which one?
Oh, what you said? Bravo.
Oh, you're singing, yeah.
Oh, the singing. You like when I crapped out the guitar and just went to the vocal. You know, that's what had him pounding on my door one day. I was singing at that volume. The first time I did it, I got arrested and taken away in handcuffs. The second time, 2 of them came pounding on my door because I was singing. I wasn't even playing guitar. I was just singing. This one, or her doppelganger, and the mayor, or her doppelganger, came to my door with her finger in my face to my door.
What did she say?
You're bothering us. And I was like, I was practicing singing. And then the cops came out here and they said they were going to arrest me. I said, I'm thinking incarceration. We didn't have any further problems from you. I said, they're harassing me. You have to have evidence. I have evidence. Do you want to see it? No, I don't. I don't want to hear about the past anymore. I have evidence from today. I don't want to see any evidence from today either, because they put a note outside my door earlier that said you need to quit and be stopped. That's what it said.
Quit what?
Praying, singing, doing ballet, whatever.
The fuck is nonsense like that?
This is right.
Who told you that? Which one was that? Show me.
There's a video of him in the hallway. I don't know his name. There was 2 of them and a third one over the radio that was harassing me, saying they were going to arrest me. And they were having a good chuckle with the neighbors. They were all having a good little chuckle together. And they said, are we going to have any further problems from you? I don't want to hear about the past, and I don't want to see any evidence from today either. And then they went, psh, I'm thinking incarceration on the radio. And then the guy started opening his Bullet magazine like this over and over and over again. And it was all because I was singing, like you said, bravo for. And not even at that volume. So this is why I'm so shy and I turn red. And then the other time when I played my guitar and I did like the headbanger poses in here and I played and I was like, yeah, and played through a little 5-inch speaker,
Yeah.
The next day I was taken away in handcuffs. And I said, for what? And they said, several reports of an increasingly intrusive neighbor. Belligerent person. It says here belligerent. See? Belligerent person.
Without anybody charging you. All of them.
Yeah. All the ones that are the ones, yeah. I was arrested. And then they video recorded it. They pulled right up in their car and sat there and watched me on the ground as the other one over here, the one with the cigar from Nevada, stood over me smiling. And I said to him, I finally got up to bravery. I said, I'm going to approach him and say softly, why were you laughing when I got arrested? And you know what he said? Because it's happened to me. I said, that's not normal to stand over somebody on the ground being assaulted and smile. He said, "You're a crazy person."
Who said that?
The guy with the cigar from Nevada. Him and his doppelgangers. None of them liked me. And he pretended he was my father. Like this one's pretending he's my son. He pretended he was my father. And he started saying my son. And this one across the hall came up to him aggressively, like he's not your son, to defend me, even though he doesn't like me either. And he went to defend me because the guy said he was my son, that I was his son. Suggested he was my father. And he's going, imitating my father. And then he would come up behind me in the hallways going, as he was walking past me, and he would walk within inches of me. And I'd say, "Leave me alone." And he'd just smile, like, "I'm getting you upset." And he stood over me the day I was arrested for singing. I was arrested for singing. And the brown girl outside, who came to visit somebody here, she said something needs to be done about him. Because I went outside with that little amp. That's why I gave it to Henry. You asked, there it is. You asked why I got rid of all those pedals. That's why. Because he said it looks like an electronic shop in here and made fun of me for having all those guitar pedals. And then
how does she know that what you have inside here?
Because he saw it. And this one, she said, "I want to see that desk you got." She came in and she said, "I'm jealous." I said, "I got a desk with a topper because you had a desk with a topper and I was inspired. I wasn't jealous of your desk. I wasn't jealous of his $1,500 computer so he could battle demons online with a laser pointer all night long while eating Cheetos, But I mean, as good of an attitude as I have, I really was physically arrested. And I think Gagliardo was one of them who had me face down on the ground. If he's not the one who smiled in the mirror at me, and he did what Janet did. He rolled the mirror down at me so I could see all his teeth, and he goes, "So, what do you do for work?"
Oh, Gagliardo.
I'm not sure, but I think so, yeah. And I was in handcuffs in the back of the police car crying. And I said, "What does it look like I do? I bust crooked cops." And then he was laughing, and you could see every tooth in his head. He looked like a shark. And then they brought me into the mental asylum. He was squeezing my arm to hurt me so that I would look like I was out of control. And he's like, "Come on, come on." And he was squeezing my arm. And I said, "Ow, man, you're hurting me. Why are you doing this?" And they're like, "Come on, get in here. We got a live one here." And they were like, "Oh, the police brought you here. You must have did something." And then they mistreated me. And I didn't do anything. I sang and played guitar. Now, I went without eating, and I grew a beard, and I drank coffee, and I sat there meditating in Walden, and I didn't say one solitary word. You could hear a pin fart. And the police came to my door and said, "Open your door, or we're going to tear it off the hinges." And they arrested me for meditating. This is what it is. When they can't keep a psychic feel on me and make me feel like I'm not allowed to talk or blink or look at them or say anything or tell somebody to leave me alone or mind my own business and sing a song so they can keep a feel on my penis and my testicles all night, they call the cops on me. And they report me. Several anonymous...
Report you about what?
Several anonymous...
What did they report you to?
We received, I think he said about 6. I don't remember. We received several anonymous complaints. I said, "Who? I demand to see my accusers because I live here." And they confiscated my groceries and they said several anonymous reports. I said, "Oh, anonymous reports." That's what I said. They said several reports. Yes, you don't get to see your accusers. It doesn't work like that. Yes, it does work like that. That's justice. I want to know who's accusing me of being an increasingly intrusive neighbor.
Why don't they do it today?
Because there's a witness who says bravo and is my friend.
How do they know that?
Because they're listening.
No, they cannot hear me. Cannot hear me.
Yeah, now they're playing it back on their sampler. They cannot hear me. They cannot hear me. Me. Cannot hear me. They're listening to everything in this apartment. They're crazy, man. I'm telling you. When I put my phone in aircraft mode, you know what they shouted? When he does that, I can't I can't get onto the Bluetooth. They couldn't hack my phone with an aircraft mode with a Bluetooth setting. Uh-oh, it's still on.